Welcome to part 39 of building our tiny house, and in this video it is a bit of change of plans, something unplanned. We realized since it was raining right here heavily from the roof, and also overall it's going to be splashing rain, snow and everything in your face. So we decided we anyways wanted to make a nice big patio here in the future and definitely have it on the roof. So we are gonna get started, and in this video start working on the roof. That's gonna be the patio extension roof, and this thing is gonna be epic and beautiful. It's a lot easier for us to do the facade after this is built than rather making it attached to the facade, which is not gonna make it nice sealed and tight. It's easier to do it the facade after, so we gotta do this before the facade goes on. That's why we're kind of rushing to do it now. So let's get started and make the actual metals that are going to be holding on the pillars that are going to support this whole roof. That's the first thing we need to do so they can be dry and painted and dry. So as you can see, these two are dry and ready to be installed. I did go a different route by attaching here a pipe instead of the rebar, because this gives us a lot more surface area, and then attached some rebars to prevent it from coming out, because of course this is kind of smooth, so it doesn't pull out. I think this is going to be more than enough. Of course there's going to be barely any weight holding this down. More the beams themselves are heavier than anything on top of the roof. It's not like a whole building is going on top of these, so I think these are more than enough to support these beams. So let's now dig out the holes and start preparing the structure so we can actually install these and concrete them in. Big hole.
Isn't that slightly too big?
Yeah, well that's how I digged it, so.
That does not add up.
I should do it like abstract.
You have a pretty good eyeball. This way at least. Whoa!
That's on the eyeball.
That is a good eyeball you have there. Pretty good.
We're gonna do it quite close to the bottom. So we have finished the frames, the digging and everything is done, so that's ready for the concrete. And now we're gonna do these big boy frames. So we went all out. In theory it is unnecessarily large, but we wanted to look nice and bulky, because I think skinnier than this will make it look pathetic. So we want like nice ground entrance. Could have went even bigger for that, but I think this is more than enough. So we don't want to leave them square. We want to get these ones here, the sides, nice and kind of rounded, so it looks more like it's axed. So we used to make beams like this. They axe them, like in our house or in the barn. They're all like with an axe marks. So they add this nicer look. This looks way too industrial, and I mean it is like a new build, but I think we can still add like touches like this where it is just a bit more of kind of like old look. So what we're gonna do is try to axe it, and let's see how that looks.
Yeah, and we really like it. We already have done that before, if you know, in our little well hut top.
Yeah.
And that's where we really, really love it. And I think it definitely adds a nicer character than just like plain squariness.
So this...
So it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
What if we chainsaw it?
We could try a chainsaw as well. Let's try to see if the chainsaw does it.
Because that is...
It's a problem that it goes a bit deep for me.
I mean, does it also pretty squarey as well?
Yeah.
Like you need to... And I don't know.
Let's try with the chainsaw.
Because we have to do, I think, how many? 5?
5 in total.
5 of those, and each of them have like
4 sides.
4
so that's
sides.
20 sides in total.
Okay. Let's see if that goes faster.
So that worked pretty good. So now let's go through all of that, all the sides, every beam, and also we're gonna probably sandpaper up as well, because we don't want to leave this like super roughness, because smoother wood is better against water, so water doesn't sit on it so much, and it's gonna look just a bit nicer. And since this is gonna get touched maybe, you know, at the entrance of the house, then it needs to be also, you know, so you don't get splinters every time you lean against it. So let's now do all the square, all the sides, corners cut off, and sandpapered.
I think it definitely goes faster now.
Yeah, and I think it's worth a look. It's gonna look nice.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Would you go all square, or do you like it more
Yeah.
destructed? Feels kind of bad to do that, but
Yeah, it's like we're destroying this perfect square of a beam, but I feel like the character that it adds is much more
worth it.
worth it than looking just plain kind of like a beam.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Should I help you turn it?
This one is hard to turn.
Okay, flip. 3, 2.
So that looks a lot better, but now we need to go over it and sandpaper it to make it a lot smoother. Of course, it's really rough now. So this should be the final step of making them quite nice. And then of course, paint them as well. We're gonna stain them. We're not gonna leave them like this. We're gonna make them really nice and dark. So as you can see, we are finished. All the beams are done and they're looking really nice. I can't wait to see them with their actual color. We're gonna probably go with the oil-based one since we want these to last the longest. Not like these could really rot out enough to really bother the structure, but we also want them to last kind of forever. These are beams that will not rot really quick because of the size. Like, it's so nice and bulky and I love it. Let us know what you think of this plan. Of course, it's just like kind of in the start of adding this, but you're gonna see it finish really quick. And now we have it kind of prepared. We have our holes dug for the concrete. We have our brackets to go in the concrete to hold the beams up. And we have them prepared so we can cut them into shape and just build it. So we are getting there, and yeah, it is definitely taking a lot longer than expected. Just to prepare this wood took a full day, but I think it was worth it. Definitely adding this character as well, it just makes it look so much better than just square wood. So let us know what you think, and we're gonna see you in the next one when we continue on assembling this. This is gonna be hard to cut into pieces, guys. This is not something you just throw on a saw and cut. Yeah, and then we have to hurry up, get the facade on, because weather is tight. Bye-bye. This is the last day pretty much where you can be in a t-shirt. Well, maybe. More or less. Well, you can wear a t-shirt even in minuses. That this doesn't make sense. Does not prove your point. Yeah, it doesn't prove my point, does it? Tomorrow as well you can wear a t-shirt, just cold. Maybe. Okie dokie.